Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing with you guys the eyeshadow palettes and the eye looks that I created in the months of March and April. Now, normally I do this monthly, like in April, I would have gone over the palettes and the looks that I created in March. And then now in May, I would have, well, by the time this video goes up, it's actually going to be June, but whatever. In May, I would have gone over the palettes I used and the looks that I created in April. But April went to hell in a handbasket for me because I had kidney stone situation and removal and all that stuff. And I didn't do a whole lot of looks in April anyway. Kind of took a big, long break from my channel. So I just thought it would make more sense to just combine both months, not do two separate videos. So I do have my palettes here, and I'm going to scoot over and pop up pictures of the looks that I created while showing you the eyeshadow palette, with two exceptions. I do a Fab 5 video, collab video with Janny every month. And I didn't grab the 5 palettes I used in March or April just because I have a big enough stack of palettes here as it is. And I only used one shade out of each palette. I will tell you what palettes I used. I'm just lazy. I just didn't want to do it. So I'm going to scoot over here in just a minute and pop up pictures, and I think you get the idea, right? Hold on. Okay, I'm scooted. I'm going to pop up the picture of the look that I created for March's Fab 5 video. I'm going to start off with the March palettes and then go into April's palettes. Okay, so for this look, I used a shade out of the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Divergence palette, a shade out of the Ladybug Glow Everyday Sparkle palette, the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean, Rashabi Gold Digger, and Glam Light Cake palette. The only shade that I remember going, huh, was the shade out of the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean because it was brown and everything else was like pink and like purpley, bluey type stuff. And I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with brown? So I want to say I just popped that on my lower lash lines as an easy out because that just seemed like it made the most sense. Fab 5, if you're not familiar, Jan and I will choose 5 palettes at random out of our collection and then 1 shade at random out of each palette and put an eye look together, and then we answer a bunch of questions, and it's really, really fun. So yeah, I like that look. Maybe not my favorite of the Fab 5 looks I've done so far, but I really did like it. It was really fun. Okay, so the next, I'm going to show you this palette. The next look that I created was, well, it's not really in order. Was using the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. And there's a shade in here that's kind of starting to break up a little bit, this one right here. So I need to be kind of careful, but isn't that pretty? And I'm pretty sure I did a Throwback Thursday with this palette, right? My stomach's growling, of course. I'm pretty sure. And Jan gifted me a bunch of these little palettes from Natasha Denona, and they're gorgeous. And I think I've used them all now. And then Deb B sent me several that I haven't used yet. Those will be coming in future Throwback Thursday videos. But really love this. I mean, it's super easy to put a look together with this palette. It's very neutral, but lovely, you know, really nice quality. And I really like the look that I put together. Then I did a St. Patty's Day collab with Nikki Lynn. And basically the premise was to grab 2 palettes out of our collection that we thought said St. Patrick's Day and put an eye look together with them. So what I did was I grabbed this palette, End of the Rainbow, from Ladybug Glow in collaboration with Ice Cream Beauty Box. And I think I used these 2 shades, right? I don't remember. I mean, March is like eons away now for me. And then I used the Wealthy Chic from Colored Rain, which is my favorite green eyeshadow palette in my collection. And I think I used this shade, I'm pretty sure. Maybe these 2. I did an all matte look, so that was really fun. And then I think I popped this in my inner corners, I'm pretty sure. That was a really fun look to put together. And I love Nikki's look. That was a really fun collab to do. Then I did my first episode of Old School Tag Team, which I'm going to start doing again in June now that I'm back into the swing of things. And basically what that series is going to consist of, is grabbing 2 palettes from a brand that are older, older palettes, and just creating a look with each palette. So like a 2 looks video. And I did it, the first one I did with Martine Cosmetics palettes. My XXX palette has fallen apart. The backing just came off. But this is the color story. And I just love this palette. I think it's one of the most unique color stories. It is one of the most unique color stories I have in my collection. I had so much fun putting the look together with this palette. I did like a cut crease. It was very like sci-fi and kind of trippy, I thought. Used a very different color combination than what I've used before with this palette. Is this right side up? Yeah, wanted to make sure it wasn't upside down. And really enjoyed it, really fun. This is such a great quality palette. I'm a little bummed that it fell apart, but I mean, it's old. this still works great. And then I also used my Martine Cosmetics 669 palette. Excuse the fuzz that's all over it. And another really unique color story. And I put colors together, shades together that I hadn't put together before. And I loved how the look came together. At first I was like, I don't know that I like this color combo, but the more it kind of like congealed on my eyelids and like kind of, you know, I feel a lot of times like when you first start to put your eyeshadow on, it looks a little like what? And then it like starts to warm up on your skin and they kind of like the shades kind of melt together. It looks better. And that's how I felt. I really enjoyed it. Really fun. And need to use these again, of course. I mean, duh. You know, they don't get enough love, but I just really love those palettes. Then I pulled in the Knobbless Soul Blooming palette for a Throwback Thursday. And this was a gift from Steph, my best friend and sister. And my husband's like, well, use the purples in the palette because I think those look really pretty on you. So that's what I did. Really enjoyed it. Lovely quality palette. And just really fun to have in my collection. You know, there's lots of fun options in here, I feel like. For another Throwback Thursday, I used the Frosty the Snowman palette from ColourPop. And really like this palette. You know, it's not the best palette in my collection, no. But I did like the look that I put together. Very frosty, soft look. And the packaging kind of sold me on this palette because I loved watching Frosty the Snowman as a kid. I still watch it when it comes on around Christmas time because, you know, nostalgia, why not? But yeah, really like this. I mean, again, not the best palette I have in my collection, but it's fine. Then I did a celebrating the YouTuber's way of doing makeup because there's folks here that like to bash the YouTuber way, and I don't want to do that. I want to celebrate it because if it weren't for the YouTuber way, I wouldn't have my channel because I wouldn't know how the hell to put makeup on. Do I know how to put makeup on? I don't know. That's debatable. But anyway, so I grabbed my Natasha Denona Rocha palette and created a look with it. And I love this palette. I know this palette has gotten a lot of hate. I don't hate it. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It may not be purple enough for some folks. Okay, fine. But I do like the fact that there are some pinks in here mixed with the purples. I think you can do a lot of different things with it. It's not a one-trick pony type palette. And for that look, I just did what I normally do with my makeup, you know, like application or eye look wise, application wise, and really enjoyed the look and loved this palette. So that was really fun. Then I did a collab with Tracy, Lilith Luna, and we used our Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti Stacey Marie palette, and we could just use whatever shades we wanted to use. And I want to say I used blues and purples, I think, right? Or just the purples. My hair. If I had a cute head, I'd shave my hair off my head. But I don't have a cute head. I smacked my head around too much as a kid. So anyway, my hair drives me bonkers. Okay, back to what we're talking about here. Really liked the look that I put together. Loved Tracy's look that she put together. This is one of my favorite palettes in my collection. I love the tones, I love the quality, I love the mix of shades. I mean, you can do so much with it, and it's really fun to play with. Love it. Then I did a Throwback Thursday collab with my baby bear, Shawnee, and she used her gold palette from Natasha Denona, and I used its dupe, which is the Goddess palette from Alter Ego. And we put looks together. I don't remember if did we answer questions? I don't think that we did. I think we just put looks together and chatted about stuff. But maybe we answered questions. That's typical for my collabs. But yeah, this is such a lovely palette. Very earthy, very grungy, really fun. I used a really fun lip color. I think it was one of my, was it one of my Ladybug Glow multi-chrome glosses, I want to say? I don't remember now. But man, so fun. And I always love to collab with Shawnee. I love her to pieces. She's my baby bear. Okay, then I did a video about LL Cool J, my makeup and artists. And I thought it would be really fun and appropriate to pull in the Cosmic Beauty / Brushes Cool Trolls palette. And I don't even remember what shades I used, but I love the look. Really like the look that I put together. And I love this palette. It's gorgeous. I remember the first time I used it, I was like, and I got over myself, and now I really love it. It's so beautiful. Such a beautiful palette, and really had fun. I don't know that I'm going to continue to do my makeup and artist videos because I feel like not a lot of people watch those. I mean, I like to do them, but also I want to, you know, I want to make you guys happy too. So I don't know, I'm still kind of kicking that around if I'm going to keep doing those or not. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Do you want me to keep doing them? Are you sick of them? I mean, unless the person really likes the artist, they're going to be like, I don't want to watch that. So I don't know. Anyway, and we all have different musical tastes. Moving on. I also used the Fantasy Cosmetica Warlock palette in a look. Love this brand. They have the most unique color stories and the most fantastic formula. Just the quality of Fantasy Cosmetica palettes is top notch, I'm telling you. And I mean, look how unique this color story is. I don't have anything else like this in my collection. I mean, I could have duped it probably, but I didn't want to dupe it. I wanted this, you know, love it. I could go bonkers getting all of the Fantasy Cosmetica palettes. Really like the look that I put together. And this needs to come back on my channel too, because I really want to do videos where I'm putting color combinations together that I don't normally put together, and I just haven't really gotten around to doing that yet. Okay, let me grab my list again. Don't knock those palettes over. And now I'm going to go into the April palettes that I use. Not very many. So for Fab 5 in April, I used the Nomad Stargazer palette, the Gourmand Girls Ethereal, Gourmand Girls Sail Amore, the Ladybug Glow and Ice Cream Beauty Box, right? Vampy Treats, and then the BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette. Loved that look. Loved that look. Really enjoyed putting that look together. That was really fun. And I love Jan's look. It's so funny because Jan will get shades that I want every time. I'm like, Jan, and her looks are always so gorgeous. But yeah, those were really fun shades. I don't really remember what shades I chose. I kind of do. Carter Observatory was out of Nomad Stargazer, and then LAX was out of Lost in Los Angeles. The rest of them I don't remember really. But yeah, really love that look. Hold on, I gotta grab my April palettes. They were on the floor because I don't have enough room on my desk. This is very precarious right now. If you could see what I'm looking at, you'd be like, whoa. Okay, so I did do a collab with Tracy, again, Lilith Luna, using the Hella palette from Odin's Eye in collaboration with Angelica Nikavist. And I think we just used whatever colors we wanted to, pretty sure. Loved how my look turned out. Loved Tracy's look. And I think we did answer questions, pretty sure. And, you know, this was a gift for my friend Christine. And I didn't think I needed this palette, you know, like I thought, oh, I have these colors elsewhere, and pinks at that time were not my favorite. So I was like, I'm going to pass. And then she reached out and said, I have an extra copy. Would you like it? And we can do a collab. I think she had just started her channel. So like she and our collab was like the first collab she'd ever done on her channel. So that was really cool. And I'm like, yeah, that would be wonderful. And I'm so glad she sent this to me because it's beautiful. It really is a beautiful palette. I love the range of tones in here. Of course, I gravitate more towards the greens because I'm a green eyeshadow fanatic, but you know, everything works really well in here. And I think it's a cool color combo. Then I did a Throwback Thursday with a palette that was gifted to me from Wilma, from the Wilma Finger Do Review. And I am going to break my no-buy. I'm going to, and I'm going to get her palette from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. I know, but I'm getting it. I don't care. I've been through enough shit over the past month or so that I feel like I deserve a little treat, right? So this is the Ace Beauté Smoky Rose palette, Smoky Roses palette, and love this. Definitely provides smoky roses for sure. Really enjoyed putting the look together with this palette. It's gorgeous. And Ace Beauté is a brand that I have the Flare palette and the Nostalgia palette that I love, and I'd really like to get more from Ace Beauté. I don't need to get more, you know, of course, that old chestnut. I don't need more eyeshadow palettes, but man, they make pretty palettes. And I really like this. I'm really thrilled that Wilma sent it to me. It was really nice of her to do that. My hair. Then I did two looks with the I always say this wrong, Bella Beauté Bar palette that Julie gifted to me. This is the Secret Garden palette. And man, if this isn't gorgeous, I don't know what is. I got to be careful because some of these shades are a little delicate. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I will say I really loved the both looks that I put together with this palette. However, this is a tricky palette for me to use. The shimmer formula in a few of the shades is tough for me because I just don't think I have the right eyeshadow primer for it. I need to... I've gotten a couple other ones just to try out with this palette that I will be doing. But even though it was a little bit of a struggle with a couple of the shades, they are absolutely freaking gorgeous. OMG. And I was thrilled that Julie sent this to me. It's a beautiful palette, and I can't wait to use it again. And just use a different primer for some of the more flakier shimmers, you know? Because they do apply better with a finger, you know? So yeah, I just need to play with it more, you know? Just get more familiar with using a different primer, I think. And then I also did a Throwback Thursday using purples and blues together so that it wouldn't look like a bruise. And I said the word bruise or bruisey like 5,000 times in that freaking video. You guys are like, if she says bruise one more time. But I used the Midnight palette from Beauty Bay for that. And one of my dear subscribers and friends, she asked me to do that, like do a look with purples and blues so it wouldn't look like a bruise. I'm not going to say that word again, I promise. And so I felt like this would be the perfect palette to do that with. And I'm trying to have enough room for my picture to pop up. So I'm like hiding behind the palette. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite Beauty Bay palettes that I own. So good. And it's got so many things you can do with it. And oops, I just gouged one of the damn shadows with my fingernail. Love it. And that was a really fun video to do. And I think I did a good job of not having it look like a, you know what, I'm not saying the word again. Okay, so those were the palettes that I used, most of them, except for my Fab 5. I just didn't want to round those up and show them to you because we would have been here for too long. Those are the palettes I used in March and April and the looks that I created. Let me know what you think of the palettes. If you own any of these in your collection, let me know what you think of the looks that I created. And hopefully, now that my body has decided to cooperate, I will have May's palettes up in June. I'll have both videos up in June, whatever. A little bit of a poop show over here on Erica Conger's channel lately. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.